Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you mentioned your wife Sarah, and I want to just give some context here for everybody who might not know. She was
Right.
one of the last winners of Tough Enough.
She was. Yep, she was.
So
So,
you met her as a result of her winning Tough Enough and then being at the Performance Center?
yep, yep. And so we, that's where we met. Kind of a little bit of a backstory with that. So, but when Tough Enough was coming out, and I used to go over to another town's apartment, and we used to watch it raw and stuff like that. It was me and a couple buddies, and I'll never forget when they like released like the last like these are the 11 Tough Enough people.
Yeah.
And when Sarah came across the screen, I sat there and I told the guys, I said, I don't know what it is about her. I said, but I think she's the most beautiful woman I've ever laid my eyes on. And and so it was just crazy because I said that, of course that was before even the show was, a thing. It was just like, here are the 11 people.
Yeah.
And so and then it just by fate, she ends up winning it. And, that was something that I was, super proud of her, and now knowing her and knowing her story. So I was just so proud of her. You kind of watch that. And there was a couple of times, when you're that beautiful inside and out, it shows through the camera. And I think that's what resonated with the fans. And I think that's what helped her win, of course. And because there's a couple times where she could have got voted off, but the fans like, nope, we wanted to see her and stuff like that. And it came across to me. And how we started talking was, I don't know if, I mean, people may not, but the NXT has like an NXT combine type thing that you see it
Right.
on the, well, at that time it was a different name, but we were doing that. We were doing some testing, like in weight room kind of type testing and stuff like that. Well, we did the rower, and of course, it was, well, I forgot the distance, but I did so much where I ended up throwing up, where I made myself ill. I pushed myself to competing so much where I was throwing up. So I was in the weight room, and the head over a trash can as the girls were coming in to start their competition. So
Nice.
real good look for me.
Great first impression.
Yeah, great first impression for me to, and so to head over the trash can, throwing up, and then she was so sweet that later on that night she messaged me through Twitter and said, "Hey, I hope you're feeling better." And then that's how we started messaging each other, and then the rest took off.
I'm fascinated by like the concept of like the butterfly effect and like everything happens for a reason. Just think,
Yeah.
if you hadn't pushed yourself that hard and weren't throwing up, you might not have had this icebreaker for the woman who became
I know. And it's just crazy because I remember when we used to have like Friday morning yoga classes and stuff like that. And I remember like trying to like talk to her. And I remember like I went there, and she was of course doing the yoga, and I asked her, there was like several of us going out for breakfast after the yoga and stuff. And I remember asking her like, hey, would you like to go to dinner, or not dinner, but breakfast with all, there's about 6 of us. She turned me down. She goes, no, I can't. I had, but I think she was moving into an apartment at that time.
right.
So she was just like, oh, I got furniture coming. So I was just like, man, I just, that was, kind of my shot and that type of stuff. So, and then, I mean, who would have thought that me throwing up after pushing myself so hard in competition that she would DM me asking me if I'm okay. So